What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Marshall, along with Donnie Dallas and a new member, Austin. He is filling in for Colin today, who is not with us. Me and Donnie are back. We were both not on last week for the picks for the divisional round. We are into the conference, not conference. No, we're into the divisional round. You wrote divisional round for the picks, Dallas, on the sheet, so it had me confused. We're
Oh,
through the wild card round, onto the divisional round. We'll go through kind of what we picked. Donnie's picks aren't in here just because we didn't. I mean, the records are over. We already know who won everything. These were just kind of whatever. But we'll go through all the games, talk about them, and then we'll get into our picks this week for the divisional round. Um, Everybody picked the Rams. Colin picked Green Bay to beat Chicago, apparently. Obviously, me and Donnie weren't here. I didn't know that. Colin also picked Jacksonville to beat Buffalo, which is crazy. You both picked San Francisco. I picked Philly. And then me and Colin picked the Patriots. Dallas, you picked the Chargers. And Dallas, you also picked the Steelers, who got absolutely destroyed in quite possibly what is Rodgers' last game as a Steeler or as an NFL player, period. We'll talk about that a little bit more as that happened just today. A lot going on with the Steelers. Going through the games, we'll start off 4:30 game. Matt Stafford versus Bryce Young. Great quarterback matchup. Very, very unique and close to similar guys in terms of how they play. Uh,
the
actually,
skill
tur
gap is very similar, yes.
actually turned into a very good game. Was a very back and forth game. A blocked punt by the Panthers really kind of put that game in reach for the Panthers, and just the Rams defense is not that good, and they have shown it this last back half of this year. And it was a good game, but in the end, the Panthers gave too much time to Stafford, gave him a little too much time, as us Detroit fans know what happens next. And the Rams drove down the field and got the game-winning touchdown to end it. Um, a valiant effort for the 8-9 Panthers, but the Rams move on. Uh, it was definitely one. I mean, there were good games all weekend, but I would say this was probably it's up there for. I'd probably say second best. Obviously, the Chicago Green Bay is probably the best, but this was definitely up there as one of the best games.
I was
Um,
very confused about the play calling on that final drive for the Panthers to try and
yeah,
tie the game, win the game, whatever it may be. That the play calling was atrocious. Do I think they would have won regardless? No, but they did not give themselves a chance at all.
yeah, that was pretty bad. Um, I was really I wanted the Panthers to win just because I like Bryce Young. But I was hoping they'd win, even though they would have gotten stomped by they'd play or who would they play? Uh, they would have played the Bears. So they probably would have gotten stomped. But hey, I would enjoyed seeing Bryce Young and the Panthers somehow get it done. Donnie, I know you probably don't feel the same way.
Which Donnie?
Um,
Do it,
oh,
Donnie.
both
Okay.
Donnies. Green Bay, Chicago. I actually watched this one at a restaurant with Donnie 2.0. Um, Started off Packers being dominant. They basically just walked all over the Bears defense, and it looked like this was going to be a very one-sided game. And then Caleb Williams went full Tom Brady, and in the playoffs made a huge comeback, down 21 to 3 at one point, or 21 to 6. And the Bears ended up getting it done in Chicago. The city of Chicago absolutely blew up. All I saw were videos on Twitter of Chicago just going crazy over this win. And I saw a thing that Chicago fans are not only did they knock Green Bay out of the playoffs, but they proceeded. Then Aaron Rodgers threw a pick six on what is probably his final play of his NFL career. And as we know, Chicago was absolutely just destroyed by Aaron Rodgers for many, many years. So it was a good weekend for Chicago fans. And then Ben Johnson after the game in the locker room, basically just showing his hate for Green Bay, saying, fuck the Packers, fuck those guys. I hate them so much. Like, damn, like he's probably one of the only coaches I've ever actually seen to show that much emphasis towards another team in their post-game celebration. Like, I hate those guys, fuck the Packers. But I mean, as a Lions fan who also hates the Packers, I'm not gonna say I sit here and don't enjoy it. More or less, if it was, I'm not a big Ben Johnson guy, but I did enjoy seeing the Packers downfall a little bit. Even though I really don't want Chicago to go that far, but
Oh, we're going all the way, baby. All the way.
I don't think the Bears, which to be fair, the Rams defense is bad, but the Bears defense is really bad. Like they have their moments, but they're bad
No,
Yeah,
we're all
Jordan
the way.
Love put on a clinic against you guys.
at the
No, we're
start.
all the way, bro. We own the Packers.
Do own the
Uh,
Packers, I'll give you
We're
that.
turning
this
the
season,
page.
yes,
We're
this
turning the
season.
page.
Turn it 2-1 against Green Bay this season. That's pretty good. I don't remember. Did Green Bay won the first one and then Chicago's won the last two? That's right. So yeah, Green Bay in question. I mean, they haven't won the division since 2020, I believe. 2020, yeah, 2020 because or 2021. Or 2021 was when Rodgers won MVP, so I think it was 2021.
Hmm.
2022 was Vikings, 23 was Lions, 24 was Lions, and then 25 was the Bears.
Bears. Yep.
So Green Bay fans with another seventh seed, not a good year for them, and they get knocked out early. I mean, they would have gotten destroyed by the Seahawks either way, but failing effort, I guess.
Hey, the value of Micah Parsons though, they went 0 and 5 as soon as he got injured.
It's crazy. I don't know if he was still worth everything that they gave up for him, but
He
he's
was
definitely.
definitely worth it.
I don't
He was
know.
definitely worth it.
I don't.
Did
It's
they have
this.
more injuries though too? Or no?
Parsons got injured, and I thought
Tucker
someone else.
Craft.
Tucker Craft got injured. He tore his ACL, and then yeah, I think that was it. Well, Jordan Love technically was injured here and there, but I think Malik Willis probably could have won that game.
Ah,
Yeah, I don't think Malik Willis is throwing 304 touchdowns and zero
I
interceptions.
mean, that's probably my favorite thing that the memes were posting were the Bears is the Bears fans were like, "Damn, Packers are playing their backup. Should be an easy game." And that I think was pretty funny because I think Jordan loves ass, so I thought it was hilarious. Bills in Jacksonville, another pretty decent. It was a very slow game to be fair, but a decent game in the end. Um, Josh Allen in the playoffs with no Burrow, no Mahomes, no Lamar. Yeah, everyone's kind of saying if he doesn't get it done this year, it might never happen unless he goes to another team or something like that. Um, and they ended up getting it done. Jacksonville with a late push, but then Josh Allen actually hurting his hand and then his foot still rallied around to take a drive down there and score. And then on the final drive, Jacksonville Trevor Lawrence threw a ball, got tipped, picked off by the Bills, call game winner. Also, shout out Bills legend, who honestly I thought his career was over, Tre'Davious White, who
Oh
was
yeah.
a Bill player for a long time, ended up leaving the team, comes back and probably has some of the best plays of the game. He stopped two touchdowns and then had that game sealing tip as well. So unbelievable game by him. Um, I saw a video online where Josh Allen was limping in the locker room. But I don't think
That
it's
man's limping after every play, it seems.
yeah. He got the video of him throwing and in his motion, he like
Yeah, I
hit
did
his
see
hand.
that.
That was
I
disgusting.
I think the same thing happened to Stafford too, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Yeah, it was bad. San Francisco versus Philly. The Eagles offense is just they actually just fired Kevin Patullo. Their Eagles offense was terrible. Like you couldn't get anything out of them. San Francisco even they just played okay. George Kittle actually goes down with a torn Achilles. He will probably be out not only for the rest of this year, but probably most of next year as well. So that is a really tough injury for them. But they do play Seattle. I don't really think they're going to get through Seattle, so I don't know if it mattered too much, but still prayers up to George Kittle. But that Philly offense is just terrible. AJ Brown might not be an Eagle after this year. Him and Nick Sirianni getting into it in the sideline is very questionable. Saquon's bad year.
Man, the whole AJ Brown stuff, it was just it's like when you're cooking something and the pot's just simmering, simmering, simmering. Finally, the fucking lid popped off, and I think this was perfect for the Eagles. I enjoyed it
I
very
enjoyed it.
much.
I love it. I think it's finally everything is kind of blowing up in their face. Everyone's saying AJ Brown's a Patriot by next season. I don't know if it's the Patriots, but I definitely think he is on another team. I don't think AJ Brown is
Oh
at
yeah,
all.
he's gone. He
Yeah,
can't be.
there's no way. They're done with him. So they got to bring in a new offensive coordinator. Donnie had said in a text to me he think the Eagles should blow it up a little bit. Like they need to
Like a
kind of
retool.
retool, not obviously a rebuild because they won a Super Bowl like a year and a half ago, but they need to, there's a lot that needs to be done. Their defense doesn't really need a lot of work, but their offense, they need all linemen. They need now probably a different wide receiver, and they need to bring in a, thank goodness for how many coaches are out there this year. They need to bring in an offense coordinator. So the Eagles are definitely got to have a lot happen this offseason. Chargers versus the Patriots, or should I say Justin Herbert versus the world, because that man died every single play in the backfield.
Bro, some of those hits just look nasty, man.
He literally every single play was just getting hit, and they would just walk through the entire offensive line. Like it wasn't even the Patriots didn't even play that good. Like offensively, they didn't. But there was one time they got an interception at like the 5 yard line and didn't score. Like hey, they
Yeah.
got 0 points out of that. Just an awful game by them. It doesn't help Joe Alt's not playing. He's one of the better tackles in football, but it was just a decimation by the Patriots. They play. I mean, it was an okay game played by them. I think it was just the Chargers offense had absolutely nothing going on for them. So, and then the last game last night, Houston versus Pittsburgh. We know that Texans defense is one of the better ones in football. The Steelers defense also has had good moments this year, but the Steelers offense is just nothing right now, and there's not much to it. And Rodgers' last pass probably as a Steeler because Mike Tomlin was actually he stepped down technically this afternoon morning. Um, Interesting move. I didn't know if he would get fired if he'd step down or he would stay. It's weird that he's stepping down because now he has to be traded to go to another team, which is crazy to think about. So he's technically still a Steeler. So if he wants to go to another team, they have to trade him. That's really weird. But now Rodgers
Is
is
that at
probably
least until his contract's up?
yes,
Okay.
which I don't know how much is left on his contract, but Rodgers is probably gone. Um, that the Steelers might be in piss next year. Um, it's kind of wild that almost every single team in the AFC North except the Bengals, the one team I did think that needed a new coach, all lost their coaches this offseason. Um, but Houston played a great game. Their defense is amazing. Their offense isn't that great. Stroud actually didn't play that good, but I think it was just their
He played
defense.
terrible. He tried his hardest to sell this game.
Yeah, I saw how many turnovers he had, and I was like, I don't understand how Houston's winning by so much. And then I see that the Texans defense was just doing everything.
If the Texans offense had a pulse, they would be Super Bowl favorites.
Oh, for sure. All right. Well, we will just go right into our divisional round picks. Dallas, you can start us off. I will follow, then Donnie 2.0.
All right. Starting Saturday, Bills versus the Broncos. We got us a tough matchup here. Give me the Buffalo Bills. I am confident this is Josh Allen's year. Give me the Bills.
It's I've always said all year I don't think the Broncos are that crazy. I just think they kind of got lucky on a lot of their games and they ended up getting the 1 seed somehow. But I don't know. That Denver defense is really good, and obviously Josh Allen was pressured a lot last week and it hurt him. And we know that Broncos pressure is a lot better. So that it's scary, but I do think I'm gonna take the Bills here. I think Dallas is right. I think this has got to be Josh Allen's year out of every year. And I just don't see the Broncos winning. I just don't think they have enough offense and enough. I don't know. I just don't see them pulling it out. So I'm gonna go with the Bills as well.
Man, I don't even know.
It's a tough game. It's a tough game.
I just feel like I haven't even seen enough of the Broncos to be able to even judge what they're gonna do.
Well,
Like
we've
they
seen
pick,
17 games of them, so
and how many Broncos games have you actually sat down and watched?
At
Yeah.
least
none.
two.
We haven't seen enough games of them. We've seen about as many games of them as we have every other fucking team. Um, I don't even know. I don't even know who's even good in the AFC. I think all four of these teams are kind of eh. So it's kind of I don't know. Uh, I will go with the Bills solely for the fact if Josh Allen doesn't win it this year, I don't think he ever sniffs the Super Bowl. So he's got to make the conference championship this year at least. So I guess I'll go with the Bills.
Oh fuck. Yeah, I already know I'm gonna rock with them boys from Denver. I
All right.
mean, Allen's not even gonna be 100%. So
That's fair. Uh,
wait, where is the game? Is it
It's
in
in
it is
Denver?
Denver.
in Denver. Yep.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, Denver.
Denver was the one seed.
Denver by 10.
By 10. Okay. That's a hot take. Moving on, Saturday night football. We got the 49ers and the Seahawks. 49ers coming off of a good win against the Eagles. However, they remind me of that Lions team where we won 15 games. They're just too beat up. Too many injuries. It's finally coming to get them. Seahawks are coming off some nice rest. Sam Darnold's not going to be a pumpkin in this game. I'm calling it. Give me the Seahawks getting it done.
Yeah, the spread's at 7.5, obviously favoring the Seahawks. I think that is definitely one of the better picks to make this week. In Seattle, um, that defense actually shut them down in that Week 18 game. The only question is how quickly can Sam Darnold and the Seahawks get going? Could JSN get going? I think they will. I think they'll get rolling here. It's always a question of like, if you have 2 weeks off, sometimes it affects them in the wrong way. I don't know if that's the case here. I don't think it is. It is a scary game because I feel like the Seahawks are just they could lose track at any moment and fall off. But I am going to go Seattle. I just can't picture a world where I'm picking San Francisco to win this game in Seattle. It's going to be loud. It's going to be really loud. So yeah, I and there's like Dal said, there's a lot of injuries in San Francisco, so I'll go with Seattle.
Man, I want to pick San Francisco, but I think the only reason they won last week is because the Eagles just fell to shit. So, especially with Kittle being gone, that's such a blow to them.
Hmm.
Plus, they Seattle thoroughly dominated San Fran week 18, and that was in San Fran. This is now in Lumen Field. So I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. I don't 7.5 does look pretty. I think Seattle wins by at least a touchdown.
Yeah, my heart tells me Seattle, but want to say it. If Kittle was playing, I would go San Fran just because Sam Darnold in every big game. I've rarely seen him win it, but I guess I'll stick with Seattle for now. But it's gonna be close. I think it'll be close.
It definitely has the possibility to be a close game, but I wouldn't be surprised if Seattle does a
Yeah, it
backdoor
depends.
cover.
It doesn't.
I think San Fran's defense has a possibility of just keeping me in it alone, but
Hmm.
I don't know. Like I said, having 2 weeks off, it's really I'm curious to see how this Seattle team comes out and play. They can come out hot or they can come out really slow.
Yep. Moving on, we got the Patriots hosting the Texans. Texans coming off of a strong win against the Steelers, but going into the fourth quarter, that game was 6-7. That offense couldn't do anything. However, I think the Patriots have a li I did kind of do that on purpose, but thanks, Austin. I did kind of think the Patriots played decent. I didn't think they played their best against the Chargers. And this Texan defense is tough, so I think it's going to be the same type of matchup, Patriots Chargers, but I think the Patriots are going to come out on top against the Texans.
I want I want to pick the Texans so bad. I mean, Drake May is really the biggest part of the Patriots offense, and that Texans defense is amazing. So it's so like back and forth. Like this Texans defense could shut them down, but we know that, I mean, the Patriots have a decent defense as well, that the Texans offense is probably going to get shut down. So I can't pick against the Patriots just because this Texans team on offense is actually like always been just bad. Like at least the Patriots offense, we see big moments from their team, but I don't see a lot of big moments on offense from the Texans. So I want the Texans to win. It'd be cool to see them win, especially a big defense like that. But I'm gonna go with the Patriots. What is the
Yeah, I
spread
think
actually?
3.
Yep.
My field goal.
It's not that
Yeah,
big of a spread.
yeah, I think that's you hammer the Patriots. I think they're going to win this game very, very, very easily. Like it could. I think CJ Stroud is just bad. Like at this point, like he post his rookie year, he has not been good. I guess post his the playoff games his rookie year. He'll be good for a game and then have rattle off five straight bad games. The Patriots at home, a dome team coming up north. Yeah, I think the Patriots very, very easily.
Easily?
I don't know about
At,
easily.
at least double digits.
I don't trust
Whoa.
Drake
Ooh.
May that much. I don't. I think
I mean,
No,
he's
Drake May is gross. Drake May is
Drake
gross.
May Drake May looked bad in the first half, and then in the second half lit the Chargers defense up. And the Chargers defense
It's
isn't
like a
awful, not the Texans,
it's like a top six defense.
but also the Chargers have a better offense than what the Texans do. So
Very.
that,
yeah,
that I can agree
I mean,
with.
what do the Patriots got to get to beat the Texans by double digits? It could
Probably
be
20.
20 points.
Yeah, I was
Like
about to
Yeah.
say
like
20.
like that's what I'm saying. Like I think the Patriots will probably score like 28, 31, and the Texans might get stalemated at 10. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Patriots in that scenario.
Dude, I want Houston to go all the way. So I'm gonna rock with Houston strictly off. I mean, May MVP candidate. I'll give him credit. But other than a wash Stephon Diggs, bro, there's not enough playmakers to beat that
You're
defense,
not
bro.
wrong.
There's not enough playmakers to beat that defense. I don't think. I think it'll be a close game, but I'll rock with the H Town.
All right.
It's
I like
crazy.
it.
It's crazy that we are now in a world where the two head coaches of this game are two linebackers that we all grew up kind of watching. I mean, they
Yeah.
weren't like Vrabel and D'Amico Ryans. I definitely remember D'Amico Ryans a little bit more than Vrabel in the league, but they were both starters at some point when we all were growing up watching football. Now they're two head coaches, and this is to go to the conference championship game in the playoffs, which is wild to think about. Before we get into picks, or not picks, before we get into trivia, we'll
We
talk.
haven't even finished the last game, but okay.
I'd say we missed a
Oh,
game. We
Jesus,
missed
Marshall.
literally the marquee game of the weekend.
I was gonna say, my bad. Go ahead.
All right. This man Marshall can't fucking wait. God. The Chicago Bears hosting Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams. Man, Stafford, he's got a history with this Bears team. 12-10 record against the Bears all time. He's gonna make it 13-10. I got the LA Rams. I think this is gonna be a blowout. And I'm gonna be honest, because this Bears defense is gonna get shredded by Stafford. I promise you. And the fact that the Bears came back against Green Bay is not gonna happen against the Rams. So yeah, give me the Rams confidently. The spread's at 3.5. I'm going with Donnie said about the Patriots and Houston game. I think this is gonna be a double-digit win.
Donnie sent me a crazy thing today. That this is Sean McVay's 15th postseason game, and all 15 of his games in the postseason were against different teams. Every single one was
Oh,
against a different
that's
team,
very unique.
which is
He's played every team in the NFC. That seems impossible.
That's
that is
crazy.
unbelievable. Um, this is such a like I don't know. Like I've picked against the Bears a lot, and I don't think the Bears are all that good, but the Bears just find a way to win every single week, and it's like I don't know.
I mean, when you got the Iceman at quarterback, man.
Them being
Yeah.
underdogs at home is wild. In
Back
Chicago
to back games. Back
at
to back
night,
games.
they
The
are
Bears
under
or the Packers were favored.
yeah, Packers are favored by one and a
Hmm.
half in Chicago. This is another one. I don't know. Like I think I don't it's just the Bears, or do they just find ways to win every single week? They keep finding ways to win, especially this back half of the season. They always look out of it, and then all of a sudden they're just right back in. Like the first half last week was awful from the Bears. The Caleb looked awful, the defense looked awful. Caleb threw two stupid interceptions, like awful interceptions. And then second half comes up and they light him up, and then they're making stops. And Matthew Stafford's a lot better than Jordan Love. So, but this, I mean, it's the other thing of that. It's like the Bears 49ers game. I think this Rams defense is just so suspect that I think the Bears can kind of keep with them. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take a dark horse one here. I'm gonna go with the underdog. I'm gonna take the Bears. I think they just keep finding ways to win. Um, I obviously this is 50-50 game for me. I think the Rams can win, but I'm gonna go with the Bears just because for whatever reason they keep finding ways to win as underdogs. But in Chicago, it's cold. Like Yeah, it's going to be really
Stafford
cold.
doesn't do good in the cold.
Funny enough, we're just talking. It's going to get down to in the 20s over the weekend. So Sunday night, it's going to be freezing. So I'll go with the Bears in Chicago.
I am terrified about this game. I think this is going to be the only good game this weekend. Whereas last weekend every game was great except for one or two. I think the other three have blowout potential, and this is the only one where it's like, okay, no matter what, this is going to be a close game. Um, as somebody who's rooting for the Rams pretty heavily, if this is a if this is under a three-score game entering the fourth quarter, I am going to be terrified. Like if the Rams could be up 28-7, and I would be like, all right, this is still a ball game. I saw a stat, and I don't have it up, so I might butcher it, but I believe it was down 10 plus points with 5 minutes left in the game in the fourth quarter. The Bears this season are 3-3 in those scenarios, and every other team in the league is 3-152 or something like that. So the Bears just like you can't count them out. They just keep like they're the only team where down multiple scores late, like they're not going to panic. They're the only team that's kind of built for it in a way. And I think a lot of that is Ben Johnson and Caleb just coming through when it matters most. But I mean, the Rams are kind of the inverse of that. They'll pounce on you and then kind of give it up because the defense is so bad. And then it's just on Stafford if he can pull a rabbit out of his head at the end. I think this is going to work out just like that. I think the Rams are going to jump out to like a 17-7 lead somewhere in there. And then in the fourth quarter, the Bears will take a late lead. And then it's like, okay, can Stafford make some more magic? Um, I think the Bears cover that 3.5, but I think the Rams win.
Mm. This one's gonna hurt. It's always been and always fuck Ben Johnson. We die. Fuck Ben Johnson.
What a
By 20, baby.
Thought they had a Rams jersey for a second. I was like, is this my put on a Rams jersey?
What a heel turn.
Well, at
That-
first I thought he was rolling with Ben Johnson because he took his shirt off that after that
Yeah.
one game. I was like, whoa.
It's fuck Ben Johnson.
I love it. I love the energy.
Now I gotta scooch down so you guys don't see my six pack.
God, this is what we're missing from Colin, man. He needs to start doing
If
No,
that.
Colin took his
no,
shirt off on the
no.
podcast, we have got some issues.
I'll take this shirt off. I'm fucking destroying my laptop.
Colin, unlike all of us, actually is on live TV. Like Colin has actually, he's
true.
on the news. So Colin,
You should do it on live TV.
he pulls up to work. Colin, what is this? Like,
Yeah.
what's going on here?
Going viral.
Now I will jump to this.
Yeah, there you
before,
go. There you
before
go.
we before we get into trivia, since we've only been recording for not even a half an hour, there's a lot of coaches that have been let go, stepped down, and are needing new teams. I was kind of wanted to talk about it with everybody on where some of these guys you think might go, and also who the Lion. I want everyone's opinion on who the Lions should sign as an offensive coordinator. So we've had Mike Tomlin, he stepped down. John Harbaugh and the Ravens parted ways. Mike McDaniel was fired. The Falcons need a coach. The Giants need a coach. The Pete Carroll was let go. So the Raiders need a coach. The Lions need an offensive coordinator. And there's definitely a couple.
Maybe
more
a
teams.
defensive coordinator too. Hey, you never know. I mean, he probably won't, but he is
Shep
interviewing.
did get an interview with the
He
Dolphins.
got an interview with the Dolphins. Hey,
I don't know if he's going to leave that quick. That seems a little wild that honestly he got an interview. I know there's a couple other teams I'm missing. The Eagles need an offensive coordinator, but there's a lot of teams and a lot of coaches out there, and it's been a crazy year. Kevin Stefanski was let go by the Browns. Browns need a new coach. So I'm kind of curious on your guys' opinion on where the big names, Mike McDaniel, John Harbaugh, if Mike Tomlin goes somewhere else, and also who the Lions will bring in as an offensive coordinator. I'll just go for offensive coordinator for the Lions. Mike McDaniel is really the one I'm kind of like kind of stuck to a little bit. Where I think he would be good to bring in a guy that I don't even know if you guys. I sent it to Donnie, but you guys might not know who it is. His name's Jack Peets. He is the Seahawks passing game coordinator, and he is also an offensive assistant for the
it's just hit or
Seahawks.
miss, huh?
So my thing is that with he's an offensive assistant. What the Seahawks do on offense, I really like. The double running back sets they use a lot of K9 with yards, and then they use Charbonnet in the end zone, which I feel like is what we should be doing a lot. When we're inside the 5 yard line, I think Monty should be the first person we give to, and then if it's like okay, he's not not the greatest, but I think Gibbs should be out there. I think Monty should get the handoff, but Gibbs should be put out in as a receiver a lot. He's so shifty. Run a Texas route with him, run an out route with him. So, and then in terms of the passing game, they have a really good passing game going right now with Sam Darnold. I think that would be a good addition, along if not Mike McDaniel, him. I saw someone say Evan Foxy said that we should get Dan Orlowski. I think that is awful. I think that is a terrible idea,
You
Get
especially
his
like
when they
man
Dan
off the
Dallas?
mic, bro. I
yeah.
You like
fucking
Dan
hate.
Orlovsky?
I hate Dan Orlovsky,
Oh
dog.
yeah.
I
I
hate
I
him.
I love that he likes the Lions, but I don't want someone in the headset. Jared, I want you to run
Does he?
play action and run out of the end zone. All right, it's strategic. You got this. So I don't want Dan
Dan
Orlovsky.
Orlovsky talks football like he doesn't run out of the back of the end zone. Like he talks football like he is Matthew Stafford, but he was the farthest thing from.
Um,
Him
and
and
then
Jared are pretty close, though. I'd say. I mean, shit.
at this point,
I'm just kidding. I do. I hate Jared Goff though.
um, yeah. In terms of John Harbaugh, I honestly have zero idea where he'll end up going.
Giants, Giants,
Giants isn't a bad team. I don't think he'll go to the Dolphins. The
Falcons.
Falcons would be a good
Falcons is
team.
cool.
I just think they really just need a quarterback, and besides that, they actually have a good team. Like their defense is decent, and then
Dude,
they
they
have
should rock with Kirk Cousins,
a
bro.
If
lot of offensive weapons. I agree with that.
Said no one ever.
I
if
agree with
going in, you don't have to like if you don't have to keep Michael Penix, if you're allowed to do whatever you want at quarterback, I think the Falcons is by far the best job.
Oh yeah,
I
100%.
don't even think it's remotely close.
you've got a lot of weapons on that team. You've got Bijan, you got Drake London, you got Kyle Pitts, and then even on defense, they have a lot of weapons too. I mean,
Yeah,
AJ
Leonard
Terrell,
Floyd.
Leonard Floyd, AJ
Jesse
Terrell,
Bates.
Jesse Bates. I forgot Jesse Bates was on that team. But yeah, I want your guys' opinion on who you guys think the Lions should go get. Who do you want as the Lions offensive coordinator? Dallas, go ahead.
Mike McDaniel, obviously is the first one that comes to mind. I do remember you that Seahawks guy you were talking about,
Yep.
Marshall. I wouldn't mind that. Kind of a sleeper, the pass game coordinator for the Rams, I heard has been getting some interviews. I wouldn't mind checking him out. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with his game, but obviously Stafford is coming off of one of his greatest seasons of all time. I would
Yep.
love that for Jared Goff.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
um, Other than that, it's really just Mike McDaniel, man.
Uh,
That's really the one.
Another thing with Jack Peets, he actually worked with Brad Holmes when he actually was in LA for a little bit with McVay. And that's the thing, like no one really knows who that Jack Peets guy is, but if you look at the Seahawks offense, I mean, they are doing what we need to be doing. They like the two running
Yeah,
backs sets like Jameer Gibbs is better than K9 and David Montgomery, even though Charbonnet had a really good season, I think David got Montgomery's potential. He is better than Zach Charbonnet. So I think that's what we need to be doing. And then passing game would be obviously like I think he can get it going a lot more. Um, and then yeah, I think I do want Mike McDaniel. I think Jamison Williams would probably benefit the most out of it. He would I feel like get a lot of targets and opportunities, which he had a good season. So he's had two back-to-back 1,000 yard seasons and seven-ish touchdowns each. So Donnie, who do you want as the Lions offensive coordinator?
I haven't really been hooked to anybody. I just kind of want somebody to run the fucking ball. I don't really care where that guy needs to come from. I just want somebody who is going to commit to the run game as the first, second, and third priority before we worry about passing. Because I think the passing game is just going to be there. I think with Amon Ra, JMO, Sam Laporta coming back, like you're going to have a good passing game, and Goff is going to make sure that it's at least solid. So I'm more worried about the run scheme and how the O line and that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really want Mike McDaniel. I don't. I think his time in Miami, he never committed to running the ball enough, and Devon Achane was maybe the best player on that offense for stretches, and I just don't think he committed to the run enough, and that might have been being down a lot with Tua, but I think McDaniel thinks he's the smartest guy in the world, and I just don't love that. Out of, I mean, maybe he got humbled getting fired and all that shit, but I don't know, something about him. I think his offense was cool when he first became a head coach, like with the quick shift motions and stuff like that. I think that was real, like innovative at the time. I think now that that's been a thing for half a decade, I think it's pretty. I think the league's figured it out. So I think that's kind of why his offense got worse as the years kept going on. So I'm not a real huge fan of his. I don't want a first time like offensive staff person, but I'm not gonna lie. I think Dan Orlovsky is smart. I would I would love him to be a quarterback coach and then eventually an OC. I would not want to hire him fresh off of the television
You know,
to be your
that
OC.
is okay. If we brought him in just on the offensive staff and then let him work his way up, that's okay.
The
But I don't
problem is,
want to.
I think you can bring him in as an OC, but you got to be aware that he for the first year or so he's gonna suck. Like he's gonna have to learn how to be a coach in the NFL, and I just don't think the Lions should sign up for that. If he like went somewhere this year and like got some work as a coach, and then the Lions hired him like 2 years from now, I'd be like absolutely 100% bring him in. But it's just I don't know. I think he's really smart, but I think it's not what we need at this moment.
Should have got
So
David
like I said,
Blau.
I'm not really I'm not
No.
David
I'm not
fucking
really hooked to
Blau.
any one person.
Colin would have lost his mind if we signed David Blau as our offensive coordinator.
If
How,
we
how did
didn't
he
sign
even get
David
a
Blau,
candidate drive like
He's
opportunity?
he's an offensive coach somewhere for the
he's
Commanders.
30. He's 30 years old.
Yeah, but he works.
As soon as
He's on the offensive side of the ball for the Commanders, which this year they were awful. But I know they had a lot of injuries. But
you don't have to be a good NFL quarterback to like translate and become a good coach. I'm very well of that. You have to be better than David Blau. I think David Blau is awful.
so you're saying we should bring in Tim Boyle.
Kevin O'Connell played in the league for a minute and he was not good at all. But I would also
Yeah, like-
argue
like,
that I would argue that he was a genius.
Jim Harbaugh.
Sean McVay. I don't think Sean McVay ever sniffed the league as a wide receiver, but he like played football at a decent level and then just whatever. Dan Orlovsky, like I mean, he might be a good coach. Who knows?
Jim Harbaugh.
I think hiring David Blau is fucking stupid. He is 30 years old. He was never like. It wasn't like he was known for like good decision making when he played. Like I just hate that. If we would have hired him, I would have been fucking livid. Let Washington eat that shit and fucking deal with having a bad offense for the next 2 years. I'm very anti David Blau. I don't know why. Fuck him. Don't go into
So
coaching.
you're saying we should bring in Tim Boyle?
Tim Boyle, I will fucking commit atrocities to the city of Detroit. He might be the only worst option. Give me fucking. I'm trying to think.
The only guy that had
no.
more interceptions and touchdowns for passing and still somehow made it to teams on the NFL.
I don't know. Like Kellen Moore gives me faith for like the bad quarterback that turns into a good coach, but like he also
You know who we should bring in?
He also was like a smart guy.
Underrated quarterback, should have started over Stafford, Sean Hill. Bring him in.
Sean Hill.
What is Sean Hill doing? That man, I remember playing Madden. He looked fucking 97 years old on the Madden picture. That man might be in a fucking nursing home right now.
Austin, who
Bring
is it that
Peyton.
you want to bring in as a Lions offense coordinator?
It's kind of a hot take, but I'll explain it. And I know I talked to you about it outside of here, but
Gosh,
I
I
want
don't-
Mike McCarthy.
Oh yeah, I do remember you saying that.
Oh, there's no
Dude,
way.
thing. He's one of the most winning coaches of all time. Been to a Super Bowl, won the Super Bowl. Yeah, his team's kind of been like whatever here and there, but he's not going to get a head coaching job. I don't think.
I think he will get a head coaching job.
You think he will?
I don't
New
think.
York?
I think he's either going to get a head coaching job or not coach anymore.
That's why I think he's a good opportunity for a candidate because you get him, he's locked in for a couple years.
Yeah,
he's
but
not
I don't
gonna
think
go
he would
nowhere.
sign up. I don't think he would want to be a coordinator. Like after
Kind
being
of a Dan Quinn situation.
That's
like if-
Falcons.
If
that's like
McDaniel
that
comes
should-
in,
That's like
And
saying,
he
yeah, we
pops
should
off,
bring
he's
in
getting
Bill
a head coaching
Belichick
job.
for a DC. It's like he doesn't want to do that.
But does he?
I
Will he?
I mean, yeah,
If he did,
I'd be okay. You know, if you're getting my
he's not
comparison,
going to go anywhere.
he's probably going to run the ball. If we're going in the realm of like, I could have anybody
He
I
knows
want.
how to win.
I wish this guy would just say, I need to revive my, like, I need to get back into coaching. I want John Gruden. If John Gruden could come be our
No.
OC, that would be
Oh my
awesome.
God.
That would be amazing. You don't
What are
want
Could we
John,
you
give out
talking
worse
about?
suggestions?
you like John Gruden.
I like John Gruden in the media. I don't want him to be a coach for my team.
No, he could be a coach.
No. Fucking at this rate, let's give up 5 first-round picks and give him the biggest coaching contract of all time and just get Ben Johnson back at OC.
No,
I would rather
no,
give him half of the
gosh.
franchise
At
and bring
this-
him back as OC.
At this rate, let's go get Kevin Petula, man. He's available.
No.
I would fucking
We're,
like-
we're throwing out bad ideas.
That's
Why
like
not
saying
go
you
get
want.
him?
That's like you want Matt Nagy. Like absolutely
Yeah, let's
not.
I
go
would
get him.
rather have Matt Nagy, 100 million.
Oh, the
percent.
Batula. Oh yeah, but I don't.
No,
want
I'm saying
Nagy.
Matt Nagy. Out of every name we just named that's realistic, other than fucking Ben Johnson, like Matt Nagy's not that bad. I think Matt
Nagy couldn't do
Richie
anything
Chris-
with Patrick Mahomes at the helm. I don't want Matt Nagy. What's he gonna do with Jared
Okay,
Goff?
if you're the OC for the Chiefs, you're not an actual OC. You are a fucking water boy who holds a clipboard. Andy Reid
Yeah,
is calling
Andy's
the
running
shots.
that.
That is the most glorified, like
Probably the
Every-
easiest job of anyone's
Every
career.
team that Matt Nagy's
Exactly.
been on, he has run into the ground.
Let's just get Sharon Moore.
Okay.
Oh, very good with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What about Deuce Staley? Let's get Deuce Staley back as OC.
That would be sick. I loved to do Staley when he was with
What the
us.
fuck's he doing? He went to Carolina because he had somebody that was dying. If they kick the bucket, bring him back in. Fucking A.
Damn.
Kick the
Kick
bucket.
the bucket.
He's
We're
a
trying to
running.
win fucking
He's a,
games here.
he's a running backs coach for the Browns right now.
Good. The Browns?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where
he just
Monty's
left
going.
me.
Hey,
Fuck him.
hey,
Bring him back.
hot take. But he has been cooking. He cooked for the first half of this year. Jim
Hey.
Bob Cooter might be looking
the
for
fuck up.
a new job, man. He cooked at the first half of the season with Danny Dimes at the helm.
Bring him home, bro.
He's the running backs coach.
He's
Nah, it
goaded.
don't matter.
That's what you want. We want to run the
Jim
ball,
Bob
Donnie.
Cooter is a fucking psycho. I don't
Yeah.
want him back.
Also, he is not. I was like, no, he's not.
You know
He's
what?
been he's been the offensive coordinator for 3 years for the Colts.
Cool. Let's just bring in Tom Brady. What's Tom Brady doing? I bet he'll call some shots.
Look at that man. You're telling me
Hey,
that
man,
man couldn't run our offense?
Get him off my screen.
That's a conflict of interest, having Tom Brady run a team while also owning another team.
And
No.
we play the Raiders next year, right?
Oh damn!
We play him in 2 years.
Oh.
He's gonna be
So,
calling fucking.
well, the
he's gonna
window's
be calling
closed in 2
QB sneaks on
years, so
4th
you
and
might as well.
15.
You can bring in Peyton
No,
Manning.
let's go. No, let's. I just thought of a good name and I totally forgot.
Philip Rivers.
Shut
I
up,
was gonna say
Marshall.
Philip Rivers. I would love Philip Rivers as an OC.
Nah,
He'd be
What about
on the
Stafford when he
sideline with his
retires?
headset, losing his
he don't
fucking
want to
mind.
be there. That's the thing.
Donnie would legit pass out from excitement if that happened, Austin.
What?
He said, "Why not just bring in Matt Stafford when he retires?"
Oh my god! If he wants to get into coaching,
The last thing he wants to do is come back to Detroit.
nah, dude. Guess what? Fourth quarter, whoever the fuck we have at the time is being a dumbass. He says, "Fuck it." He's like fucking the old guy. He's like the old guy on fucking The Longest Yard.
Oh,
Fucking puts his helmet on, goes in, fucking Philip Rivers shot puts that bitch to the running back.
I bet you
90
dream
yard
about that at night. That's all right, Dallas. Let's finish it off with trivia.
all right, let me just pull up the graphic I got.
Austin, I promise you, you absolutely have no shoes to fill here because Colin might be the worst person ever at trivia. Like, genuinely, you could pick
Colin
any-
knows zero football. Like,
You could
legitimately.
pick
Wait,
any-
so what is this? I just fucking blurted out an answer. I'm racing you guys.
No. We go in order. So we'll go me, then Donnie, then you, and then if it's like okay, now we're starting to get to a point where no one can guess anything, then just go whenever.
It depends on how the trivia is. We do
Yeah.
different types.
Dude,
Yep.
give me a
So-
beginner question, bro.
So it is the top 10 NFL's best career touchdown to interception ratios.
Oh,
So-
Jesus Christ.
You guys have to guess the top 10 quarterbacks with the best touchdown to interception ratios in the playoffs.
In the playoffs.
In the playoffs specifically.
Oh,
Fuck.
that's nuts. Okay, I'll start us off. Gotta be Tom Brady.
Tom Brady is at number 9 with a touchdown to interception ratio at a 2.2
This is all time.
all time. Has to have a minimum of 300 attempts.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
A-Rod.
Aaron Rodgers, number 3. Well, kind of cut Donnie, but
Fuck the order.
Oh,
guess.
I didn't know we were going in order. My bad. Fuck you, Donnie.
we'll
Jesus Christ. Off to a great start. Where's Colin at? Bring Colin back.
You have Aaron Rodgers at 3.46.
Let's go. I'm trying to think of. You got to go with somebody a little bit more modern. Let's go Mahomes.
Mahomes at number 2, 4.6.
Highest one so far. Fuck y'all.
Back to you, Marshall.
Gotta go with Colin's guess, Drew Brees.
Drew Brees, number 6 at 2.47. Are we gonna keep? Are we gonna
You can go back to Donnie. We can go back to
Nah, fuck the order. Fuck it. You go.
No, I'm not saying a word till you talk.
No, go. You started the order. Keep
Donnie,
it
go.
I'm not going.
Oh no,
Donnie-
we're at a stalemate.
Donnie won.
I am not going. Austin, go ahead.
Austin's not saying a word. I know
He's
this
not
man.
even
say no.
moving.
This man is not flinching.
Donnie, go.
I'm not going.
At this rate, Marshall, you might as well.
All right.
No, Mark's not going. Austin's going.
He's not gonna move. I promise you he won't.
Yeah, he's not
This is-
moving, Donnie. You got to take
This
the
is
L
some
on this.
bullshit. All right, I'll just go twice then. Fuck it. He loses.
I don't know how that works.
He forfeits his go, so that means it goes to after me to Marshall. Yeah, shut up. Anyway, let's go. Minimum 300 attempts. Somebody got to play in the playoffs for quite a bit. I'm gonna guess Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford at number 4, with a 3.14.
Good boy.
Over
Donnie.
Brady. Brady was number 9. Damn,
Yep.
that's crazy. Matthew Stafford's him.
Yeah, but Brady's
you go.
played how many more playoff games since
Don't matter.
Stafford?
Don't matter.
No matter. No matter.
Josh Allen on there.
Josh Allen is number 1
Holy
at
fuck!
6.5.
I did not see that.
Crazy.
I thought he'd be like
He has 26 passing touchdowns to 4 interceptions in the playoffs.
All he does, yeah, but he's always the 2 seed. He always beats up on the 7 seed. So he's like the Broncos.
Okay.
He'll throw for like 8 touchdowns on him.
So what do we have so far, Dallas?
So we have number 5, 7, 8, and 10 remaining.
5, 7, 8, and 10.
These are all guys you know.
and they're
No,
all
yeah.
time. It's all time.
All
right?
time.
I got 2 names. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, no one said Peyton Manning yet.
Not on the top 10.
Damn.
I bet he's not even close.
The funniest thing is Eli Manning is in the top 15 and Peyton is not.
The
Peyton
fuck?
Manning was awful in the playoffs for so long. Like they won in the playoffs, but it was not because of him. Man, who's another good playoff?
Oh,
Man. I'm gonna guess Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson at number 7. He has a
Fuck.
2.25.
The fact that number 7 has a 2.25 and number 1 has a 6.5 is fucking
Yeah.
wild.
it's a big drop off here.
Josh Allen is him.
And with that in mind, can I get a Brett Favre poll?
No Brett Favre. That was probably the worst person you could have guessed.
What's it? What
No.
is it?
Can I get a Nathan Peterman guess here in a second?
Yeah, Brett Favre not only has the most career interceptions
He might
in
have a
NFL
negative.
history, but
You might have a negative. touchdown.
Yeah, but it's playoffs only.
I'm gonna look it up now. So you guys,
It's gonna be like a .21 or some bullshit like that. It's gonna
Hey,
be
bad. Hey, number 7 was .27. So hey, he's up there. Come on.
Brett Favre in the playoffs, 44 touchdowns, 30 interceptions.
Oh
okay.
fuck
Better than what I
me.
thought. Better than what I thought.
All right, back to me. This is like, I don't know. I had a guess, but now I'm like really second guessing it.
got number 5, 8, and 10.
Joe Montana?
Did not make the cut at number 11 is Joe Montana.
Oh, that's tough.
I was gonna guess him eventually too.
That's tough. I know my next guess though.
Montana had a 2.14.
Yeah, I don't even fucking know. You know where to go.
Whose guess is it?
It's
Yours.
Oh, Steve
I
Young.
just-
No Steve Young.
Oh,
So we got 5. Where was Russ?
We got 5. Russ was 7. We still need 5, 8, and 10.
Big Ben?
No Big Ben.
Damn.
Matt Ryan?
Matt Ryan, number 5, with a 2.86.
I'm more surprised Matt Ryan got to 300 attempts in the playoffs.
20 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. Number
So what do we have?
Number 8 and number 10.
Who's leading in points?
Right now, Marshall and Donnie, you guys are tied with 3. Austin, you have 2.
So I got a sweep. All right.
You got a sweep.
All right,
Possibility late here.
let's see here. We haven't said any older guys, so there's got to be at least one oldish guy on here. One would lead me to believe. Looking at Dallas's faces, there's no old guys on this list.
What?
Well,
I'm gonna. I can't remember how well he did in the playoff games. I'm gonna guess Joe Burrow.
no Joe Burrow.
I don't think so. Fucking
This guy, is he still active?
Yes, one of them is active.
Oh, this
Technically-
motherfucker gets hints, but I don't get hints. Okay, sweet.
You didn't ask for it.
He is
All right.
down. He is down.
I mean, I don't even know if you consider him still active, if he retired or not. Is Joe Flacco on the list?
Joe Flacco is number 10, and he's definitely
What?
active.
That's actually
There's no way.
that's
Joe
actually
Flacco.
wild.
What's he
Back in
leading?
this. Don't
6
fuck this
touchdowns,
up.
1
Hey,
interception.
don't fuck this up.
So Joe Flacco has 26 touchdowns to 12 interceptions at a 2.17.
So that was number 10 and number 8.
How did he
That was
play in
number
enough playoff
10.
games to get 26 touchdowns?
He's old as fuck.
Bro was in the playoffs like 2 times.
He went to the Super Bowl.
He went to the Super Bowl
Yeah,
and then led
1 time.
Yep, but he
Yeah,
led
that's
the
games.
he
That's
had that
games.
Browns run a couple years ago.
Oh yeah, he threw like 3 interceptions in that game.
That brought his
Good God.
That brought his
Fuck
TD
Joe
to interception
Flacco.
ratio down.
I think I know
Fucking-
who. I
Is
think I
it-
know who the next one is. He's active, Marsh. Don't fuck up.
This is the final one, number
No, he's
8.
not active. Joe Flacco was the active.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Probably not the best guess, but I'm gonna go Kurt Warner.
There, you got it. You won.
Congratulations, Marshall. It is Kurt
Oh wow,
Warner.
I did not think that was right. It was either
Bro,
that or
look, he's
Dan
looking up. He's cheating.
It was either that or Dan Marino, but I don't know. I didn't think Dan Marino would be the best.
Dan
at
Marino
guessing.
is going to be my guess.
Yep. Kurt Warner, 31 passing touchdowns to 14 interceptions for a 2.21 touchdown to interception ratio.
Well, Austin, you still did better than Colin. Colin would have gone Jared
He
Goff.
might have gotten 1.
He would have
Yeah.
got
He
Drew
might have
Brees,
gotten-
and that's it.
Yeah, Drew Brees would have been his first guess, and then after that, he would check out and just look up the
No.
answer.
No, he
Yeah.
gets to go first. He would have guessed Tom Brady. We would have had our
That's
guesses.
true.
He would have guessed Drew Brees, And
And
then
then that would have been it.
Yeah.
you just said, "Fuck, I can't name another quarterback."
All right. Well, that is it for today's podcast. Again, a shorter episode, but we're into the playoffs, only so many games instead of, the 13 to 16 games we get per week. Appreciate you guys for watching. We did do a merge with the Team 2 Tilted, a COD and content creation team. We're thinking about doing another small podcast with it. You were the one that made this decision.
I'm like
Only Bears
Donnie
fans.
because Donnie has no idea what's happening here.
Lighten the fuck.
Donnie, it's a team that in COD and Warzone they only go stronghold. So we figured we'd do a team that
Okay,
just
cool.
makes
Keep it the
stuff
fuck off the sports podcast. We're not
Donnie, you like going stronghold?
Good God, it's the only way to go. First of all, it's like,
You don't like going prison?
are we talking sports here? We just gonna fucking play with whatever. Let's
Shout out-
fucking wrap up the sports podcast. I'll leave. You guys can talk about fucking licking.
Shout out Taylor Morgan's biggest fan,
Fucking
Dallas. I know
And
they,
JMO's biggest fan.
Thank
Wrap
you
it up.
guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the episode, please like and subscribe. Shout out Dallas for editing all these videos and doing all of our shorts for us. And we will see you guys next week. Peace.
Fuck Ben Johnson.